Hey guys, it's Ghastly here. So people have been messaging me asking me for updates on how my team's doing and how the season's going in Go Battle League. Just to give you guys an update, I spent a lot of the past couple months just kind of relaxing. Last season was crazy for me, so this season I actually decided to use an account my son and I have actually been working on to kind of see how a Shadow Champ does in Master League. So, couple videos this for you guys. The team I to go with is a Togekiss, Dialga, and Shadow Machamp. And this is strictly how it deals with the Mewtwo leads and all the metals that tend to be behind that, steel types that are behind it. So initial strategy going against lead Mewtwo's with this kind of a team is I usually let the first attack go, which is almost always a side strike. Even if it's an ice beam, it's not going to KO it. Essentially, what I want to do is let the first attack go, keep doing charms down. I'll block second attack. Eventually, Togekiss will lose the matchup because it'll get hit by the third. Side strike. And usually, I'm okay with this because typically people who lead with a Mewtwo, there usually is at least one, but oftentimes there are two steals in the back. So I know that if I just let the Togekiss die, then Dialga will come in and Dragon Breath it down and have an energy lead. In this first matchup, the opponent then sends out Togekiss, which, um, as you saw from the videos from last season, can be a very effective uh, counter to Dialga. But that was when they were looking at level 40 and 41 ones. Once Dialgas have gotten out the XL candy, then it just doesn't really work as a counter to Dialga. So in this case, I was taken out entirely with two Iron Heads because I had the energy lead. They then switched in their Dialga. I knew there was a steel type back there somewhere, and Shadow Champ is one of those few things that can absolutely wreck a Dialga, but it does come at a fairly hefty price. Um, Dialga does a lot of damage with Dragon Breath, so it's kind of hard to sort of I would say that's the greatest sort of counter to it. It's a know, cyber champs are fantastic against steel types. Not as much against Dialga because just Dragon Breath hurt a lot and cyber champs take a lot of damage. So I won the first matchup. In the second one, Lee took us against Garchomp. Obviously, great matchup. They're gonna get out of there. Sending Kyogre, go move to the safe switch of my Dialga, which costs way too much XL candy and raids that I'd rather not even like go into. But obviously I do a lot of raids to get that kind of XL candy. I expected the Blizzard because they had nothing to really lose there. But I go for the Blizzard because I knew they were going to lose anyway. But I saved up my energy so I could at least throw the Iron Head at Gar Garchomp. I figured to lose this match, there's no reason for me to shield this one, let it go. Because I know obviously Togekiss needs no help with Garchomp. And then they send in the Dialga, and boom, there goes Shadow Champ, which will win all the important matchups. As long as you have a shield, it wins all the matchups. And this guy obviously just says GG and lets it go because he knows that the match is obviously over. Doing the third matchup, showing how you can you can use Shadow Champ in Master League. Go against a lead Dialga. This is always an interesting matchup and how to handle this with a Togekiss lead. I saw other videos where obviously Togekiss is not a great lead, especially against like Excadrill specifically. In this case, I let the Iron Head go. Sorry, no, I blocked the first Iron Head. Um, Bait the Flamethrower, and at that point, it was it was wise to put switch my dog in because I knew I could force it to use in our head it would get a Draco Meteor at that point because it already used at least some energy. So let it go out, figuring they're gonna send something else out after it. They send Garchomp out, which is fine. I know not going to win that matchup, but also know that Togekiss will end it right away. They send in their Mewtwo. And at this point, I just want to just get as much damage as I can, because obviously Shadow Chip's not going to do well. I got the boost off the Ancient Power, which pretty much gave me the match. Pretty high shot would have lost it otherwise. So you win the match. You're gonna get lucky sometimes. Going in this next one, literally Mewtwo, go the same strategy. Whole bunch of charms, let the first attack go. Obviously I was counting Psycho Cuts, but it wasn't really going to make much of a difference in what I was going to do. Block the second one to then hopefully wait long enough. They sort of realize, oh, if I block the Ancient Power, then I can get off another side stroke, which is exactly what I want them to do. So let the third one go, and then bring in Dialga to bring it down, and then have a energy lead. They then see that, so they send theirs in. I send in Machamp, and let Machamp kind of just go wild with it. He decides to block the attack, so I have to in turn block as well. But obviously I'm going to win that matchup. I decided to not just try to farm down because I wanted to have extra energy. This is they send out Giratina, and then I have my Dialga there. I know I'm gonna have to eat a Shadow Ball, but that's okay because I know Dialga will be able to win. Will farm down Mewtwo and to win the match, so I wasn't really worried about the Shadow Ball. And that's GG for that one. So this point 4-0 in this particular set. Um, so we go to the last matchup. Obviously, an expert at this level at this point, facing off against lots of other experts and legends. Another Mewtwo lead, and do the same exact strategy. Let the first side strike go. Like I said before, either they did Ice Beam, it wouldn't KO, and it would be the exact same strategy regardless. And you use the Ancient Power. He lets it go, so I can farm down. Then Metagross farms on me. Then I send Machamp in. Machamp is gonna be faster than Metagross to get to charge attacks. Overcharge a little bit, hoping I can win the race to the second one. But at the same time, he also had a shield. Since he won the race to second charge move. At which point, I can put my Dialga in, but once it sends in the Yveltal, my only shot at winning this is if my opponent here is not carrying Focus Blast, but since they're a legend, I assume they are. So I'll play it through just to see what happens. Focus Blast, and what I can do. Came with all the matchups. Specifically, Mewtwo Double Steel was a very common team to use, so did the best we could. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if I have something new exciting to show you guys, I will. I'll end up as an expert for this season. They said I took a break from the GastlyInMyPants account, and so just kind of enjoying more laid back Go Battle season. So until next time, guys, enjoy your battles.